Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Umahi bans IPOB activities in Ebonyi. Ebonyi state government has banned members of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB) from organizing their activities in any part of the state, insisting that the group remains proscribed. This is even as the state government warned the people of the state to desist from taking part in the activities of the organization, warning that it would not hesitate to bring offenders to justice. Government's warning was contained in a press statement issued by the Secretary to the State Government (SSG), Dr. Kenneth Ugbala, and the Commissioner for Information and State Orientation, Chief Kenneth Uhio. It advised parents and guardians not to allow their children and wards to engage in any unauthorized gathering as, according to it, security agencies have been detailed to deal with any individual or group found to be involved in any unlawful gathering in the state. This is coming barely 2 weeks after IPOB members held a protest against the proposed Ruga settlement, which was suspended, and other alleged bad policies of the federal government. Ebonyi government said that constructive engagement with the federal government remains a better option through which the grievances of the Igbo in the country would be addressed, saying that any individual or group that has any genuine reason to agitate should do so through the platforms of the Southeast Governors Forum, Ohaneze Ndigbo, and other legitimate means within the country. The statement partly read, "The attention of the public is hereby drawn to a federal high court order which proscribes the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB) since September 2017 and classified it as a terrorist organization in Nigeria. By that order, the IPOB has become an unlawful organization and all its activities become criminal within provisions of the Terrorism Prevention Act of 2011. Members of the public are therefore warned that any participation in the activities of the organization under whatever guise has become an offense punishable under various laws of the country. As a responsible government committed to maintaining law and order, the state government is not going to allow IPOB to endanger the lives and property of their citizens by organizing any form of activity in the state. Any individual or group that has any genuine reason to agitate should do so through the platforms of the Southeast Governors Forums, the Ohaneze Ndigbo, and through other legitimate means with the Nigerian Federation." The Ebonyi state government retreats its belief that constructive engagement with the federal government shall gradually address all grievances of the Igbo in Nigeria. Traditional rulers and town unions leaders should be vigilant and not hesitate to report to security agencies every suspicious movement in their domains, the statement added. Wow. Honestly, I don't really understand this whole thing. Like what I always say, that when you talk about we are talking about restructuring, we are talking about okay separation, we are talking about every region, should go on its way on its own. Every region should be on their own. Let there be restructuring. At least that is the formal way that it can really be put. Okay, who are the people championing this restructuring? Okay, if you think that some people don't have the right to say okay, we want to be on our own, does it mean some people don't still have that right to talk about restructuring? This restructuring, they have told us that it has many meanings, that it means different things to many people. And that is why they are trying to be pussyfooty about it. They are dragging the whole thing. They are pretending as if they don't even know what a restructuring means. And when we talk about a revolution, immediately they just picked one thing and they just built on it and began to arrest people, began to expatiate it the way it will suit them. Like some people were really asking, when you talk about protests or the revolution, is revolution if you want to take over the government according to the interpretation or meaning of revolution. If people want to take over government, does it mean they're going to do it in the stadium? Are they going to just be announcing it that we want to take over government, want to take over the government, of which they know the meaning of the revolution people are talking about? When you are like, okay, this is what I want to do, I want to go on this course, I want to whatever, without ammunition, they are not listening to all of those things. Thank God they said they are taking the video clips that they saw Showore pronouncing some things in it. They've taken it to the court and they are going to interpret it and see how it's going to go. But that aside, but what is baffling me, that is surprising to me, that even the people from the governors from the southeast, they are still the one, trying to elevate this issue of IPOP being a terrorist group, which I have said before that when you talk about restructuring, it's not all about maybe it's one particular region that is championing it, or maybe they don't want restructuring to take place, or they don't want people to go their separate way. We don't want a region, to be on their own, to control their resources. No, we have, like I watched somebody was speaking about corruption, and that is the truth. But I just, it came to my mind again that when you talk about corruption is all over the place. When you go to southwest, when you go to southeast, south, go to north, go to, all over all the regions, there is corruption all over the place. Everywhere there is corruption. And meanwhile, if really we want to talk about restructuring, or we want to talk about being separated, from a other region, we have representatives right from our local governments to the state to federal. They are the ones that represent us. That's where we have the upper and lower chamber. We have the Senate, the Senate, and we have the House of Representatives. Where are these people from? They are from us. When you talk about Biafra, when you talk about IPOP, as you may put it, when you talk about Ududua, every region they have representatives at those levels, at that level, yet they are not doing anything. The masses on their own cannot do anything. I think this the ideal thing to do when you talk about okay, because the Biafrans, they are talking about a referendum, let there be a referendum. Whatever that comes out of it, everybody will take it. So now they are telling us that a referendum is not in the constitution. Then how do we make it, to be in the constitution? It is by those people that are representing us. And what are they doing over there? They don't believe in all of those things we are talking about. They don't believe in the restructuring we are talking about. They don't believe in this issue of okay, everybody wants to go their own, or every region should maintain their, or should be in control of their resources. These guys are not interested, and it baffles us. And when people are saying some things at times, oh, everybody is trying to blame the center all the time, blame the president all the time. Then what about the governors? What about the senators? What about the reps? What are they doing? They are committing even more blunders than even the center. At the end of the day, these are the people that are supposed to champion this cause. Because it's really surprising to me that even the governor of Ebonyi State will be talking about people have been proscribed. And people have said the manner to which Biafrans were proscribed was not the right way. Because these guys, when you talk about terrorist groups, somebody who is trying to, taking people's life, killing people all over the place, trying to force themselves, over other people by killing them, by destroying them. That is when those are the people that we call terrorists. And we know the people that are, that are functioning in that capacity. They've not proscribed them as terrorists. But the people that are not supposed to, be proscribed terrorists, those are the people that they are giving that name. And it's baffling that the people that can really bring out or, champion this cause, that no, these people, they have to reverse it. If need be, let them reverse it. They are the governors, they are the reps, they are the senators from East. What are they doing? Because those are the people that will be able to negotiate. They will be able to negotiate with all their fellow senators all over the country from other tribes, that these are the things that we want. We are representing our people. These are the things that they want. But what do? Nothing. If their own is just to be collecting their allowances, it's none of their business. If you say anything, whatever, they will tell you you're on your own. And even if they are not saying anything, from their body language, you understand what they really mean, that they don't want these things. And we, the masses, we are killing ourselves. And at the end of the day, these guys will still come to us for when election time comes. They will still come to us that we should vote for them. What are the things that we tell them? What are the things that we want them to go and, represent us for? What are the things that we want them to go and talk about? What are the bills that we want them to pass that we need to tell them, okay, you want me to vote for you? These are the things I would like you to do for me. It's like we're not doing all of those things. But most of the concentration is always with governorship election and the presidential election. Those are the things that we are, concerned about. And people have been saying this all over and over again, that the people that represent us, even, even the president, there are some things, of course, maybe he has some kind of a power to do some things, but it's not everything that he can really, just wake up and say, I want to do some things like this. He has to go through the National Assembly, to be able to pass some bills. So that means these guys are powerful, in their own way. So those are the people that we really need to tell that these are the things that we want. Okay, they said they have a governors forum in the southeast. What are they talking about? Are they really different from their people? Because if the people say these are the things that we want Biafra, we want this thing. So does it mean these people are not part of the Biafra? That is what is really baffling me. Whether they say they organize themselves or they are talking, even this Ruga of 18 that we are talking about, what is it about, all about Ruga? This Ruga of 18, even the what is it called? The governors forum, they have said they don't even want Ruga, and that's what the people want. Okay, if IPOP, they are coming out to say, okay, because they are protesting against this Ruga. Is it not the same thing that you guys are championing? It's not the same thing everybody is championing. No, that we don't want Ruga. So have they really committed anything by saying, okay, they don't want Ruga? But that is not the issue. I think what the state government is saying, in Ebonyi State is saying, is the activities of the IPOP. They are coming together, they are gathering together. It is what is talking about. He's not even talking of the reason why they have organized themselves or why they protested, against the Ruga. He's not even talking about that. But if we want to look at it, okay, what are they trying to say? You, from the governors forum, you are saying you don't want Ruga because the people say they don't want Ruga. And IPOB is coming, they say, okay, that Ruga, you must not accept it. So is it not the same thing, the same goal everybody is working towards? So from my own understanding, what is getting the state government angry is the IPOP coming together again. But if really they really want to remove this name from IPOP, what they have prescribed them, it is still from the senators, the governors, the House of Representatives from East. Those are the people that will champion this thing at the National Assembly, and they will be able to lobby their counterparts from other regions to be able to say, no, please, we need to pass this bill. We need to make sure that there's a referendum. But these guys are not ready. That is where the whole problem is coming from. They are not ready to do all of those things. Even when you talk about people talking from Oduduwa, some vested interests, they don't want it. When you talk about from the north, the Arewa, those ones, they are the ones at the receiving end. Because at the end of the day, when you see there are people all over the place, littered all over the place, check their standard of living. It's nothing to write home about. But their people will be bragging. They will be priding themselves that they've been in power. They will be occupying the position of authority right from the time of independence. Then of what use is it to their people? And their people don't even know it. They just, like somebody was explaining, that when you talk about any other thing or whatever that the government is doing, but in as much you make mention of the religious aspect of it or the tribal aspect of it, everybody forgets the main thing that you are pursuing. Everybody begins to go towards the religion and the tribal aspect of the whole thing. So it's really a surprising thing that even a governor from the Southeast will be saying this and will be saying anybody coming together, they are going to do this, they are going to do that. So guys, that's just my own opinion concerning this new development by Ebonyi state governments. I would like you guys, let's hear your own take, what you really understand by this whole issue, Biafra, IPOB, and the Southeast governors, and taking it down to Ebonyi state government. Please leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.